Picture this, a beautiful house, a shiny new car, and smiling faces. This is the dream, right? The good life, sold to us since childhood. Go to school, get good grades, land a stable job, buy the house, the car, the latest gadgets. We're told this is the path to happiness. But what if it's all an illusion? The media bombards us with images of success, celebrities flaunting wealth, influencers selling perfect lives. We chase promotions, bigger houses, and the feeling of making it. But the finish line keeps moving. The truth? This version of the good life often brings stress, exhaustion, and a sense that something's missing. We sacrifice time, passions, even health for a dream that may not be ours. Trapped in a cycle of work, consume, repeat, we rarely question if there's another way. What if true happiness isn't about possessions, but about freedom and fulfillment? It's time to peel back the layers and uncover what really matters. The alarm clock screams. Another day begins. You drag yourself out of bed, already weighed down by responsibility. The commute is a blur. Work is just another day in the grind. For millions, this is reality, working to pay for a lifestyle they barely enjoy. The big house feels like a cage, the fancy car another payment, and stress is constant. Weekends are for chores, not rest. Exhaustion replaces passion. Is this really living, or just surviving? Maybe it's time to redefine the good life. After World War II, a new dream emerged. Neatly mowed lawns, white picket fences, shiny cars. The American dream. Work hard, climb the ladder, and you too can have it all. Fueled by optimism and a booming economy, people flocked to the suburbs, eager for their piece of the pie. Mortgages, car loans, and a life of consumption became the norm. But this dream was carefully crafted to keep the economy turning. People bought into a system that benefited corporations and banks. The dream was less about happiness, more about keeping us in the consumerist game. The good life wasn't free. It came with a lifetime of payments. The mortgage tied you down for decades. The new car became a liability. Every paycheck went to bills, just enough to maintain the illusion of success. This wasn't freedom, it was servitude in a polished package. The good life became a gilded cage, trapping people in debt and obligation. Lives were consumed by the pursuit of things, not meaning or connection. Maybe it's time to question the foundation of this so-called dream. The dream promised ownership. A house, a car, a piece of the pie. But until every cent is paid, the house belongs to the bank. The car? It owns you, demanding payments as its value drops. The more you accumulate, the more you become a slave to your possessions. Life revolves around maintaining, insuring, and worrying about them. The illusion of ownership extends beyond things. It seeps into jobs and relationships. We cling to status and validation, sacrificing our true desires. The dream was a seductive lie, designed to keep us trapped in consumerism and debt. True happiness and fulfillment can't be bought or financed. It's not about houses, cars, or bank accounts. It's about living with purpose, pursuing passions, and nurturing real connections. True wealth is found in experiences, relationships, and the legacy you leave. It's time to break free and embrace authenticity and freedom. They call it the rat race for a reason. You get the promotion, the bigger house, the fancier car. Then the thrill fades. You're on the hedonic treadmill, running faster but getting nowhere. The system is rigged to keep you wanting more, always chasing the next goal. True happiness isn't a destination. It's a state of being. It's about finding joy in the simple things and connecting with something larger than yourself. Step off the treadmill and walk your own path. Remember the Joneses? The perfect family with the perfect life? What you didn't see mounting debt, pressure to maintain appearances, and fear of it all collapsing. Keeping up with the Joneses drives us to work more, spend more, and lose sight of what matters. Social media amplifies this, making us feel perpetually behind. But the Joneses are trapped too, projecting an image while struggling underneath. Their life is a facade, not a measure of your worth. You land your dream job, great salary, benefits, the corner office. But soon, the workload is crushing, and you dread Mondays. You're trapped by golden handcuffs, a high-paying job that drains your spirit. The more you earn, the more you fear losing it. You silence your dreams, telling yourself you can't afford to walk away. But at what cost? The good life isn't about being chained to a desk. It's about freedom to pursue your passions and live by your values. The good life, as sold to us, is a masterful distraction. We chase possessions and status, never questioning our true purpose. We become cogs in a machine, fueling a system that doesn't serve us. This distraction keeps us from looking inward and connecting with our true selves. It's time to wake up, look beyond the surface, and reclaim our power. The dream was one of conformity. Fit in, follow the rules, achieve the good life. But what if that script no longer serves us? Conformity requires us to suppress our authentic selves and live by someone else's definition of success. Breaking free takes courage, but the rewards are immeasurable. Embracing your true self unlocks joy, fulfillment, and purpose. The good life isn't about fitting in. It's about standing out and living your truth. For years, you've been fed a script of what the good life should look like. But what if your happiness lies beyond consumerism? It's time to pause, silence the noise, and listen to your own heart. True wealth is found in experiences, relationships, and the legacy you leave. Reclaim your narrative, define success on your own terms, and create a life that truly matters. Society often equates success with material wealth and social status. We chase promotions, covet bigger paychecks, and measure our worth by the size of our bank accounts. But honestly, this external validation is fleeting and ultimately unfulfilling. True success is an inside job. It's about living a life of purpose, integrity, and authenticity. It's about pursuing your passions, nurturing your talents, and making a positive impact on the world around you. It's about finding joy in the simple things, cultivating meaningful connections, and experiencing life to the fullest. This shift in perspective requires a conscious uncoupling from the societal conditioning that tells us we need more, more, more. It's about recognizing that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, from aligning our actions with our values, and from living a life that is in service to something larger than ourselves. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job, sell all your possessions, and move to a remote island, unless that's your dream. It's about finding ways to infuse your life with more meaning, purpose, and joy, starting right where you are. Debt is often portrayed as a necessary evil, an unavoidable aspect of modern life. Mortgages, car loans, credit card debt. They've become so commonplace that honestly, we've just become a bit desensitized to their insidious grip on our lives. But debt is more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's a heavy weight that holds us back from pursuing our dreams, from taking risks, and from living a life of true freedom. Every dollar we owe is a dollar that's not available to invest in our future, to support our passions, or to create a life we love. Breaking free from the chains of debt requires a shift in mindset and a commitment to financial responsibility. It's about living below your means, being mindful of your spending habits, and making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals. And this doesn't have to be a painful or restrictive process. In fact, many people find that embracing a simpler, more intentional lifestyle brings a sense of freedom and peace that money could never buy. It's really about reclaiming control of your finances so that you can design a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Imagine a life where you're not tied to a 9-to-5 job, where your income isn't limited by hours, and you have the freedom to pursue your passions. This is the promise of freedom-based income, and it's more attainable than you think. Today, there are endless ways to create income streams, from online businesses to digital products. Start by identifying your strengths and interests. Explore opportunities that align with your passions and goals. The rewards, flexibility, security, and true freedom are worth it. The good life, as it's often portrayed, is a life of excess. Bigger houses, fancier cars, more stuff. It's a never-ending cycle of consumption that leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled. The power of simple living lies in its ability to shift our focus from material possessions to experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It's about decluttering our homes, our schedules, and our minds so that we can make space for what truly matters. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up all your possessions or live a life of deprivation. It's about being mindful of your consumption habits, making intentional choices, and finding joy in the simple things. It's about recognizing that true wealth lies not in what we own, but in the richness of our experiences, the depth of our relationships, and the legacy we leave behind. Living simply allows us to free up our time, energy, and resources so that we can pursue our passions, connect with loved ones, and make a positive impact on the world. Really, it's a path to greater freedom, fulfillment, and joy. Imagine your future self 10, 20, 30 years down the road. What does your ideal life look like? Are you financially secure? Are you pursuing your passions? Are you surrounded by loved ones? Investing in your future self is about making choices today that will create a more abundant and fulfilling tomorrow. It's about prioritizing your health, your relationships, your personal growth, and your financial well-being. It's about planting seeds today that will bear fruit for years to come. This might involve making sacrifices in the short term, such as cutting back on unnecessary expenses, investing in your education, or taking calculated risks. But the rewards are exponential. Every step you take today towards creating your ideal future is an investment in your happiness, fulfillment, and legacy. Remember, the good life isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create. By reclaiming your narrative, uncovering true success, breaking free from debt, designing your freedom blueprint, embracing simple living, and investing in your future self, you can design a life that's truly your own, a life filled with purpose, passion, and authentic joy. The dream they sold us was alluring, wasn't it? A picture-perfect life, meticulously curated as the ultimate goal. But like a mirage, the closer you get, the more you realize it's an illusion. The big house, the fancy car, the constant pursuit of more, empty promises keeping you trapped on a treadmill of consumerism. The truth is, you don't need any of it to be happy. True fulfillment comes from within. It's about aligning your life with your values and nurturing real connections. The dream is over. Now you have the power to choose a different path, one that's truly yours. The good news is, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world are waking up to the realization that the good life they were sold isn't all it's cracked up to be. They're stepping off the treadmill of consumerism, challenging the status quo, and creating lives filled with purpose, passion, and authentic connection. This isn't about judging anyone's choices. It's about empowering individuals to make conscious decisions about how they want to live their lives. It's about creating a world where true success is measured not by the size of your bank account, but by the richness of your experiences, the depth of your relationships, and the positive impact you have on the world. This is your wake-up call. It's time to take back control of your life, to design a future that aligns with your values, and to create a legacy that extends beyond material possessions. Start by asking yourself the tough questions. What truly matters to you? What makes your heart sing? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking your true potential and creating a life that's both meaningful and fulfilling. This isn't just about individual awakening, it's about a collective shift in consciousness. It's about challenging the dominant narrative that tells us we need more to be happy. It's about creating a world where people are valued for who they are, not for what they own. This movement is about redefining success, embracing simplicity, and prioritizing experiences over possessions. It's about building communities based on shared values, supporting local businesses, and creating a more sustainable and equitable world. Join the growing chorus of voices who are saying, "Enough is enough." Share your story, connect with like-minded individuals, and become part of a movement that's transforming the way we live, work, and connect with one another. Together, we can create a world where true happiness and fulfillment are within everyone's reach. A world where the pursuit of the good life is replaced by the creation of a life well lived.